Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Strictly Competitive EDH. My name is Anthony. Now, before I jump into the gameplay videos today, there's a quick announcement that I would like to make. We have partnered up with Critical EDH in their online league for the entire month of October. This partnership means that if you're one of our paid Patreons, you'll gain free access into their league the entire month of October. So go ahead and head on over to our Patreon page if you're not signed up. That way you can have a chance at winning amazing prizes and jamming games with some of the top tier players and the largest cEDH league ever. You can find the link to our Patreon page alongside the link to their league in the description box down below. For this week's gameplay video, we're bringing on Steven from Dead on Board, and we're bringing on one of our new teammates and admins in the Discord, Ricky.
What's up, guys? My name is Ricky. I'm based out of Waco, Texas. I'm currently a Rock Thras player, trying to live that high life. Not doing too well, but it's okay, though. We still on that grind. But what I will say is, though, I'm on here today to play some cEDH with Strictly Competitive. Y'all should do me a solid. Hop in their Discord, give them a like and a follow, and if y'all do, put that bell on. It's the best. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoy the games. I hope y'all enjoy the vibes, because I'll tell you, it was some learning ones. But enjoy, have fun.
First up is Edgar, playing Kinnan, Bonder Prodigy. This Simic deck looks to cast Kinnan as early as possible to then produce an absurd amount of mana through Kinnan's ability, before dropping huge threats like Consecrated Sphinx or Nezahal, Primal Tide. The deck looks to close out the game by making infinite mana with Basalt Monolith or Hullbreaker Horde, before casting or flipping into Thrasios and drawing their entire deck, then killing the table with a huge Finale of Devastation or drawing your opponents out with a Fairy Mastermind loop. Going second is me, playing Elsha of the Infinite, a deck submitted by one of our Patreons, It's a Dead Thomas. This Jeskai deck looks to cast Elsha and then accruing value by being able to cast non-creature spells from the top of your library at instant speed. This deck looks to close out the game with a Sensei's Divining Top loop with any cost reducer in the deck to then draw your entire deck and brain freezing your opponents out. Going third is Ricky, playing the partner pairing Rograk Son of Roja and Thrasios, Triton Hero. This teamer deck looks to abuse Gaia's Cradle as much as possible with its many untap effects. This list looks to close out the game by making infinite mana with a Boros Breeze Caller, Gaia's Cradle, and Talon Gates, to then draw through your entire deck with Thrasios and killing the table with a Finale of Devastation. And finally, going fourth is Steven, playing Etali, Primal Conqueror. This Turbo Gruul list looks to slam Etali turn 1 or turn 2, to then hopefully hit one of its many copy effects to continue the chain by copying Etali. This list looks to close out the game with a Dual Caster Mage and Molten Duplication line, or the classic Food Chain combo, making infinite mana for Etali and casting it over and over to then exile your opponent's libraries.
All right, any pre-games?
Nope.
All right, good luck, have fun, guys.
Alrighty, I'll draw a card. I'll cast a Mox Diamond. I'll discard a Beseiju. Cast a Chromox. Pitching Tidespot Tyrant. Do 1 green for an elf. And I'll pass.
All right, I will draw a card. I'm going to play this Ancient Tomb as land for turn. I am going to cast a Mox Diamond. I'm going to pitch a Volcanic Island. Let's cast a Mox Opal. And I will ship the turn there.
We'll do a shop right. Cast a bird. Yeah, ship the turn.
I will draw for turn. I'm going to play out this Command Tower, and I will tap it for an Arbor Elf.
Yep.
Pass the turn.
Untap. Upkeep, I'll draw. Cast Kinnan.
Yep.
Tap Nox for 2 blue. Cast a Felwar Stone. Tap Felwar Stone for 2 blue. Cast a Copy Artifact. It'll enter as a Felwar Stone.
So I was originally going to mention that Edgar missed his land drop here, but who needs lands in Kinnan when you have 10 mana on turn 2?
I'll pass.
All right, I will go to my turn. I will draw. Never punished. Idiot traders. I guess I am kind of punished because I need colored mana, not colorless. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to pass turn after that.
Cast an Invasion, I take 1. I'm gonna give it to Anthony. I'm gonna get a television.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll pass it to that.
Draw. I will play out this snow-covered forest, and then for 3, I'm going to play out this hunting velociraptor.
I pass on the Velociraptor.
I pass on it.
I will be done after that.
Upkeep, ball draw. 2 green. I'll float 1 blue. Cast Basalt Monolith.
I don't know how many games we have on this channel where Kinnan just drops a Basalt Monolith on turn 3. This deck is absolutely absurd. Kill the Kinnan, do not let him have mana, kill the dorks, bolt the bird, whatever you have to do to shut this deck down.
Oh. Cast a snap targeting Kinnan.
I'll use the floating blue, and I'll cast a Dispel.
Mental misstep.
Okay. I have no response to the mental misstep.
And then snap.
I'm gonna float mana in response. I guess we'll do 4 blue and 2 green. Kinnan gets snapped.
I'll just untap this City of Traders.
Basalt Monolith on the stack.
Yeah, I have to pass on this.
Cast Kinnan. I'd like to tap Basalt Monolith, make 4 colorless, use 3 to untap it.
Yep, I pass on the activation of Assault.
Yep.
I'll make 1 trillion, I guess. I'll leave that untapped. I'll use 1 of the green and 1 of the blue to activate Kinnan.
Yep.
We'll just put down the electric specimen. I am going to just lose the 2 blue and attempt to pass my turn.
I'll draw a card. I'll tap the City of Traders for 2. I'm gonna cast this Grim Monolith. Pick 2. Red and a blue. We'll cast the other commander, Vivi. Vivi good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I will chip the turn there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pass on that one.
Alright, I will untap. I will draw my card. I guess I'll head to combat. I'm gonna send this hunting velociraptor over at Elsha.
Yeah, I'm gonna take 3.
Okay. I'll then play out this Spire Garden on my second main. Attempt to prowl in my commander.
I pass on Etali.
Let's see it. Let's see Etali do the thing.
So this is an interesting part right here. For the Etali, I actually do have a counterspell in my hand. I think it was a Pact Negation. I even showed Edgar before when he casted that Basalt Monolith, but I didn't have the mana to pay on my upkeep, so I didn't want to just kill myself. And Edgar just called my bluff and said, do it if you want. He doesn't care. He's dropping it anyways. But now with the Etali, I don't want to counter it here just because Edgar is in that position where he can just go infinite. So we're hoping that Etali can hit like some removal off of our decks with the flips.
Hopefully he hits removal.
I got
Alright.
survival off me.
Mockingbird off me.
Oh, it's a land.
LED.
Damn.
Keep going till you hit a
Keep going to
non-land.
hit a non-land.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh my god.
Oh my
no.
fucking
no.
goodness, bro.
I will.
Bruh.
Well, that sure the hell ain't removal now, is it?
This bottom card will be Kitten, Lion's Eye Diamond, Mockingbird, then Survival on top.
I think
I
I'm
got a question.
still okay with him having this kitten because like we need to find
Oh.
interaction.
I'm just spinning.
Well, I was gonna. How about this? If you spin the first one, you hit something that's aggressive, then we're like, hey, like, just stop. If
Sounds
it's nothing
good.
that's really important,
Yep, I can agree
we can
to
do
that.
this. Yeah.
Yep, that's
Okay,
fair.
because
That
I
sounds
just
good
I
to
don't
me.
want this Etali to have a follow up. Yeah, I'm gonna activate the Elvish Hammer with all that on the stack. I'm gonna eat this item. I'm gonna get a Talon Case and attempt to phase out the Etali.
Yeah, I don't have anything for that. Tali is phased out for now.
If that's good, I'm passing on everything else.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on the.
I'm also gonna have Mockingbird enter as a copy of Rograk. Yeah, so I'll have a Displacer Kitten, a Lion's Eye Diamond. Technically, that's a Mockingbird Rograk.
It's a flying rocket.
No, I don't have a follow-up, so I'm just gonna pass the turn.
Okay. Draw a card. I'd like to attempt to make 1 trillion colorless mana. And then I'll do 2 blue and 2 green. I'll activate Kinnan 1 time. We'll be
Hey, yeah, Thras.
Oh,
That's just as bad.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, at this point, me and Ricky are just here to watch the game, right? Because what the fuck?
I'll float 1 green. I'll use the blue and some of the colorless, and I'll cast a High-Fate Trickster. Hullbreaker Horror Trigger will target the Felwar Stone, and I'll hold priority and float 2 blue. Good on the Hullbreaker
Yes.
Horror Trigger?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just keep this Felwar Stone in my hand.
Mhm.
I'll attempt to pass my turn.
So the reason why Edgar didn't continue this and go full infinite, draw his whole deck and flip Kinnan over and over is because Ricky made that deal earlier with Edgar on dealing with the Etali when the kitten came down. He said, hey, as long as you just flip once on your turn, don't go crazy. I can answer the Etali right now because we don't want him to have backups with this kitten and just continue. Edgar said, okay, that's fine. So that's why he put the Felwar Stone back in his hand and he has the High-Fate Trickster now. So now he can win at instant speed and still abide by that deal that they made.
And then I'll have effects on your upkeep.
Yep. Untap. Upkeep.
Make a Trillion colorless mana. Flash out this Felwar Stone. The Hullbreaker
we're
Horror
still
Trigger will target
screwed,
the copy artifact.
I'm gonna cast this Mystical Tutor. I have a VV trigger.
I have no response to the VV trigger.
Nope.
No response to the VV trigger.
And then Mystical Tutor back on the stack.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, there's still a Hullbreaker Horror on this.
I'll reveal Wheel of Fortune. Put that
Okay.
on top. Priority back on the Cast of Felwar. I will cast this card that you know, which is Pact Negation. I have a VV trigger.
That's-
I'll target the Felwar. Pact targeting the Felwar Stone cast.
I'll use 2 from the Mox Diamond. I'll use 2 blue and 1 colorless and Force Negation.
Ooh, we had it. Yep. I have nothing.
I do have a Hullbreaker Horror Trigger that will target the copy artifact.
So with Force of Negation on the stack, I can tap my command tower and put a survival pitching this Jaxus onto the stack. Holding priority, I'm going to crack Lion's Eye Diamond for triple red.
Okay.
Yep.
I will pitch a City of Traders and a Mana Vault. And I will find a Dual Caster Mage. Flash in, targeting the Force of Negation. I'll hit the Felwar then.
Okay.
Okay. Now that resolves. Now the Force will hit my Pact. And then one of the Hull Breakers will fizzle, and then the copy artifact goes in your hand. Yeah. Okay, so go to my draw step now, right? These are untapped. I don't know why those are tapped. Okay, I will finish drawing for turn. I'm gonna go ahead and push the VV button. I'm gonna make a red and a blue,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna tap this for a white. I'll use 2 here. I'm gonna cast Elsha,
Yep.
Infinite. I would like to move to combat. I would like to send VV down over at Etali, I believe.
Sure. I will take 2.
After that, I like to move through phases. I'll shift the turn.
So the entire reason of me mystical tutoring and putting that Wheel of Fortune on top, my plan was if that Pact Negation went through, it was already my upkeep, so I wouldn't have to pay for it until next turn, and I had the mana for that. And that was the last card in my hand. So if I got through all that interaction, I could wheel, get a new hand, and then have some interaction for later. But Ricky did make a good point saying, hey, Edgar and Steven are both out of hands, so it's best to keep it that way and then just not give them both a full grip and something to play with. So that's why I casted Elsha there instead of casting the Wheel of Fortune. It still feels bad considering I have to play off of just 1 card at a time off the top of my library, and it's not promised compared to having a full 7. But yeah, this is a tough spot for sure.
That's Bester. Bester.
Yep, I'll keep draw. My commander will phase back in.
Yep.
And I will cast a Chrome.
fucking goodness, bro. No! The fucking creature spell, man.
We played ourselves.
Hey, that was purely off the top deck. And I
Yeah.
mean, to be fair, if I'd drawn a creature, I had enough to survival for the 3 mana thing to get back my mana vault anyways, so.
That's fair. Yeah.
Let's see it.
So Chromax is gonna, there's a cast trigger on Displacer, that's gonna target Etali.
Yep.
Let's see it. I mean, I already know it's on the top, which sucks. He's
Oh,
gonna hit
God.
a gamble off of me.
Oh my gosh, it's an Eldritch. What are we doing here?
Sphinx of the Second Son.
Gamble.
Yes.
Okay.
I will float a green off the Arbor Elf. Sacrifice that to get a 3-drop. So the stack will be my Mox Opal, followed by Sphinx, followed by Eldritch Evolution, followed by Gamble. And then Displacer Kitten will be targeting Etali.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna cast Flare second, Roger. I'm gonna target the Eldritch.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna get the Flesh duplicate. They'll come in as that's all.
Oh, this episode's
I was like, there's a video for you, brother.
Yeah. All right, here goes another Etali.
All right, here goes. I got my ATV solid.
Yeah.
He got a blind obedience for me.
I got a Born Upon
You got a Llanowar Elves.
Yeah, Elvish Mystic for me.
Blind Obedience first. I'll do the Elves, and then my Born is going to be last. Blind Obedience, then I have 2 Dorks, and then I'm good for my Born result.
Yeah.
Man, what is this? I can't do nothing about the ETB of it, so
Good on the ETB
Okay.
then?
yeah.
Okay.
All right, so now we're on Displacer Kitten, Blink Etali.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, God. Clever
I blame this all on you, Edgar.
Fuck me, bro.
I gotta force the will. You can always counter yourself, you know.
That's fine. I will choose not to counter force. I will cast Invasion, Lotus Petal, and Clever Impersonator. I have another Displacer Kitten trigger, which will target Etali.
Yep. Copy enchantment.
Seething
Sensei.
Song. Okay. If people want, I technically already have the one. I can keep going through it.
What's your win, real quick? Like, what do you got?
So without continuing the flips, Gamble will bin my... Well, technically without doing the flips, Gamble will bin my food chain. Eldritch Evolution grabs the 3-drop that returns a permanent. I can then cast that. I should have enough to flip back in.
But don't you have to keep going though, because it's not like a May. Like you just have to keep going.
He can
on
spell
those
this.
spells. Okay.
Yeah, well, I also Displacer Kitten can target any of my other creatures.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
I know the Eat Witness gets back the food chain, and
Yep.
then
So you said you
How
have.
do you- where do you go get Squee?
technically that's the... I need to hit another I need to hit like a non-creature spell to flicker my Eternal Witness to grab back like a mana dork to sacrifice to survival. So technically it's not permanent. So we can keep going through this.
I'm gonna be honest. I do have one more piece of interaction for the food chain.
Okay, so then I guess let's keep just going through this.
Okay.
So
We're on the Seeding Song, Copy enchantment, top, and Mana Vault.
yep. So that's gonna put another Displacer Kitten on Etali.
Yeah.
Rite of Flame.
Oh my
So we
God.
hit another Etali.
There's a breach.
Well, I'll be honest. I'm gonna call it here because if this breach resolves, it does nothing.
Crop
So-
rotation.
I only have a flare. I only have a flare, so even if I counter it, you just say, "Cool, I'm good to stop," and you get the breach, and you still recast it.
Yep. I'm
Yep.
good to call.
I'm
it.
good to call it.
Okay, yeah, that's I technically the game plan would be keep flipping Etalis until I don't hit a Displacer Kitten. I get all those spells. Gamble can bin me a that grabs me a food chain, which technically instantly goes to my graveyard. Eldritch Evolution finds me a Eternal Witness. Eternal Witness grabs me food chain. I cast food chain. Displacer Kitten then reblinks Eternal Witness. That then gets any creature to hand. I can then bin that to survival to get Squee. Squee lets me infinitely cast for infinite colored or infinite creature colored, and then I can Etali everyone out
Yep.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Yo, Etali was cooking that entire game. That was awesome. Thank you to Steven from Dead on Board for coming and jamming a sweet game with us. And also thank you to Ricky for joining the team and becoming a part of our community and jamming a sweet game with us as well. And also thank you to the community for showing your continuous support. We appreciate you so much. Now don't forget, if you're interested in joining Critical EDH's cEDH League Online, all you have to do is join our Patreon as a paid member. So go ahead and hop on over to our Patreon page. There you can sign up as a paid member and get early access to all of our future content and gain extra perks in the Discord. And at the $10 tier, we'll bring you on for your own dedicated episode on the channel. And also, if you're enjoying our content, then leave us a like, a comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers and we cannot be more grateful. Thank you guys again, and we'll see you on the next one.